Hello everyone, it's July 8th and this is your Zone 3B garden update. Zucchinis are popping. Some beautiful flowers. Got lots of zucchini. So that's good. And there's a bunch of other stuff in here. Let's see what's growing on that. I don't know if it's an acorn squash. Looks pretty big to be an acorn, but it could be. Let's see what's down here. Looks like an acorn or something too. I threw them all in here and forgot what they were, but this bed is looking stellar. And the corn. The old saying is knee high by the 4th of July, and this is well beyond. It's pretty good. And this bed here is just loaded with all kinds of stuff, and it's doing great. Pruning up all my tomatoes pretty good. You can see, like, I got it all pruned all the way down, just leaving like the tops. Just it's so packed in here, I want there to be some airflow to prevent some diseases and stuff, blight and whatnot. So, and this bed I just replanted with some romaine, and I'm just struggling with a few cutworms here and there, but I've got plenty of seedlings to go in there to replace it. So one little cucumber here on the end, and the beans are growing. I wish they would grow faster and sooner, but this is Zone 3B for a reason. And this bed spring mix is coming up. I love this chocolate mint so much that I planted another one. And this mint and this rosemary are 3 years old. I've just kind of overwintered them, brought them in the house and stuff, and so far so good. Same with this. Yeah, this mint too, because I split it up. So yeah, this mint is pretty old as well. Lemongrass looks to be doing okay. And my little herb bed right by the back door. This big old parsley, I planted like 24 of them, and this one, and then these two little guys right here are the only ones that have come up. But looks like the cilantro is just loving the heat, loving the weather, and some thyme, and another piece of that old rosemary. So then down in here, the basil, which isn't doing as good as the stuff in the back. Just hoping for more over here. And this okra is going to be replaced with lettuce pretty soon. Kale, Brussels sprouts. Pretty thin little strawberry patch. Thinnest year for it. Yeah, these perimeter beds just don't do that great. Kind of sucks, but. In the greenhouse, all my lettuce seedlings. And melons are doing really good in here. I haven't seen any like powdery mildew forming yet or anything like that. Usually that's kind of an end of the year thing anyway, but yeah, it's just cantaloupe and watermelon for the most part. I think there's whatever melons I could find that were really short, short duration. So, and my tomatoes looking amazing. I love this trellis that I've made. No problem so far. Of course, we haven't had too many really windy days. It's coming though. We're going to start having a lot of wind here pretty soon, according to the forecast. And so we'll see how it holds up. Yeah, I mean, the companion plants I put in here didn't get much germination for, it was like 75%, I guess you could say, of carrots. But like the eggplant seems to be kind of diseased. Keep getting like these leaf wilts and stuff like that. But otherwise, I don't mind. This is here for the tomatoes, so everything else is just kind of gravy. And these tomatoes are doing really good. Again, I'm pruning up the bottoms to improve airflow and kind of isolate each vine, because these are all indeterminate, so they'll just grow and grow, and I don't want a giant mess of tomato vegetation with no tomatoes. So I just try to keep it fairly pruned up. And I've been harvesting broccoli, and then I just remove the plant when it's done. Kind of would like to make room for some more lettuce. So, and this broccoli is, it's like weeks away from being complete. And I could keep it going for broccolini and stuff, but I need more space. A little bit of cabbage in there that's looking great. Had some issues when we had like over a couple months of no rain, and then when it finally did rain, guess what came out? The friendly garden slugs. And they started just destroying everything, so not too happy about that. This lettuce is coming along, slow but sure. Another week and a half. These peas grew so high that they collapsed off the trellis. Normally it's just like the perfect height, but they'll still grow. A bit more lettuce. There's my weed patch under the cherry tree, which is looking amazing. There's so many cherries on there. Holy schmoly. Definitely the best year. That's why this net is on here too, because I actually want the cherries this year and not let the birds get them. Kind of sucks though, because all this growth grows in there, and if you try to take it off, then it just rips the only thing you can do is cut holes in it but it's, I don't know. It's not the greatest solution for me. It's going to deform all the branches and ruin all the new growth every year, so I'm not really happy about that method, but we'll figure out something. Peppers are coming along pretty nice. I put what I thought would be the bigger peppers in the back. They're the just bell peppers, and it turns out they're the smallest, so way to go, habaneros and jalapenos and red embers. Most of this is really spicy. Really proud of this celery. It's looking really good. Wife has been chiseling away at it. And my first planting of spring mix is doing pretty good. I'm Probably gonna rip this out though pretty soon. It's I need to make room for more lettuce heads. And my beets, these are all those candy cane beets. And we finally got to thin in the carrots. Oops, and a little bit more lettuce. Just keep checking it for cutworms because cutworms just wreak havoc. And butternut squash is coming along. Show you these flowers here. The Asylum and Geranium combo baskets. Not doing too bad. The Asylum just smells so good. I just love that stuff. And this bed over here, which is basically a permanent flower bed, I decided to throw some onions in this year because I had so many onions, and the onions are doing great and the flowers are coming up, so win-win. My oregano patch going ballistic. And then potatoes and cabbage in here. Seems like the potatoes are starting to kind of yellow off a little bit compared to what they were. So I'm hoping that they're done soon. Seems like having them in here with the cabbage is like to the detriment of the cabbage. So I would prefer to have like a ton of cabbage. And this flower bed back here is looking pretty good. I gotta do some weeding. So yeah, the eggplant is looking good. It's coming up. I mean, we still have July and August, which are like the hottest months, so plenty of time. And we're starting to get rid of this spinach now, and it's opening up all this space for the basil to grow. And yeah, this basil is looking good. It's just going to be a carpet. Strawberry patch has really been producing for us, which is great. And my grapes as well are producing. Lots of little clusters. Yeah, the grapes. Well, that's pretty much it. Yeah, just a little quick update for Zone 3B. Pretty much all I've got today, so y'all take care. Later.